is Wazina. I'm a 34-year-old sexuality educator and trainer. And I usually identify as an Afghan raised in New York City. And for me, my project and my work generally is about making visible, often invisible identities, specifically standing at the intersections of queerness, Islam, immigration, and gender. For me, survival and making it to where I am comes in the form of support, but also comes for a long time, survival has come in the form of being compartmentalized. Oftentimes people relate to me and relate to having multiple marginalized identities as if you're a glass that's half full, like through a deficit model. If I wasn't Muslim, I wouldn't actually love my queer Afghan woman identity, immigrant identity at all. Islam to me is actually the source of my blood and beat. And so as a result, I'm like, how can I can't despise myself. Like God put this inside of me. And so that to me offered a seamlessness that unfortunately I think is like not really loved by other people when I talk about it so openly and so in the most affirmative way. And I got a lot of hate for it, and I got a lot of critique for it because I've been told I simplify it too much. To me, Allah and God is that simple. It just lives in the breath of each person. I can't imagine living a life that I have to continuously deny my sexuality, deny my faith, the same way that I would never ever deny my parents. I would never deny my identity as an Afghan. I would never deny my identity as a woman and the experiences that I have. I've learned to love and relish my culture, my language, my ancestors and the shoulders of the people I come from. And for many of us who have multiple identities, whether you're queer or otherwise, you are fragmented because you're told that you're incompatible with any larger picture. That you're incompatible in this country, all your identities don't make sense, or they shouldn't really exist, and they cannot exist in tandem. Silence around sexuality is what the reality is. And so if I were to be straight, I'd also probably be told to stop talking about it. Sexuality is all the things you are. It's not just the act of sex, right? Sexuality is your gender. It's how you feel in your body. It's how you show love and affection. It's how you expect people to demonstrate love and affection to you. It's about self-esteem. It's all these things. And it's also, it's about your junk too. For so many of us as queer people, the first thing you're told or first thing you hear or you internalize is that this is an abomination. There's something like, this is not okay. As an educator, I work with queer youth all the time and tell them, when you come out, the rest of your family and people in your life have their own coming out process, right? So let's just ensure that you have all the things you need to make it, to love yourself and to develop your identity, and your family and the people who are around you will do their own process. I was really annoyed with my parents growing up. They were never like this Americana icon. I know that my coming out experience is never going to be the same as any of my white counterparts or people I date. If I'm dealing with a lot of these things about multiple identities, they go day to day in this world being read and seen as other. While they've lived here for 30-something years, they live in an immigrant experience that I will never have, right? So for me, empathy is like the common thread in all of this. That's where my strength comes from. If you are someone who is dealing with the complications of faith and sexuality and sexual orientation, you're not alone. Isolation is something that people who oppress us do on purpose to make us feel lonely and to feel small and to feel like we're not enough or to deplete our life energy. So it is up to us as somebody who's queer and Muslim and feels confident or stronger or more bold to actually be able to go out and just let people know that you're not alone. To live or to enter 2017, knowing that many of the layers of my identity are vilified and under attack. Funny enough, it's not a surprise. What I'm surprised by or find very fun, I hate to laugh at it, is that the number of people who are shocked by this is because privilege comes with the opportunity and the ability to be to pick and choose when you battle. And for me, I feel like we've been battling for so long on every single identity that I have. And I trust actually in Allah's will.